So the schedules came out today, and obviously, if you can say you can get screwed by a schedule, the Fever got screwed by the schedule. Like, if the argument to be made that you got screwed by a schedule, the Fever got screwed by a schedule. The Fever have a 5-game road trip culminating in a back-to-back. Yeah. The Fever also are the most back-to-backs in the league. The Fever have more back-to-backs than any other team. Yeah. They have a 10 game in 20 or 11 games in like 21 days. Yeah. And by the way, that's kind of crazy. They have the most back-to-backs, 11 games, 21 days. But you know what team doesn't have back-to-backs? So could you imagine if, there's a star, and this isn't a star coming off an injury-plagued season or anything. This is a star who just, I have a bit of knee pain. I have patella tendonitis, which half the fucking league probably has. Let's be real. If you've played basketball while you were growing, there's a good chance you have it. But what star has that and it's forced him to miss that won't play back-to-backs because of it? And of course, because of that, Dallas Wings have no back-to-backs. They have no back-to-backs for the entire season. No back-to-backs for low management Paige. Yeah, she took 3 games off last year due to low management. And for that reason, the league decided, you know what, no back-to-backs. Instead of, Caitlin Clark missed 27 games or 31 games because of injury, so let's give them the most congested schedule, give them random big breaks, and then the most congested schedule in the league. They have 3 separate non-All-Star weekends, 6+ days off periods. And non-All-Star and World Cup. 3, 6+ days. One as long as 8 days. If you look at the Dallas Wings, so you look at their break, they play on the 2nd of July, the 5th of July, the 7th of July, the 10th of July, the 12th of July, 16th of July, 28th. So let's just look at this right here. The Indiana Fever, between the 6th of June, or the 4th of June and the 24th of June, play 10 games and then have 8 days off. That's not good for the body. In that same period, the Dallas Wings play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games. They play 12 games, but they don't randomly have this. Oh, sorry, what am I doing? 10, 11, sorry, they both play 12 games. But the difference is that not only how many back-to-backs, how many one-day break games did Dallas have? Because the Indiana Fever go 20 days entirely by game, break, game, break, game, break. How many in that period game break games did they have? Do 2 days off did Dallas have? So, in that period, Dallas have 4 days off, game day break. So they have 3, which is game break, 4, which is game break, game break. Then they have 3 day, then they have a 2 break game, 1 day break game, 2 day break game, 2 day break game, 4 day break game, 2 day break game, game break game, 2 day break game. So they literally have the most cakewalk schedule ever as far as games off. They have the easiest on the body schedule. It's actually ridiculous. No back-to-backs. And I thought people are saying, the Fever have 8 days off because maybe the Fever have 8 days off because it's a case where there's an Olympics. No. The Wings have games in that period of time. The Fever have 8 games off because the league crammed so many games into a congested period for the Fever. And that in order for them not to have way more games played than everyone else, they have to randomly give them 8 days off. And if you asked anybody, would they rather have adequate rest between games or non-adequate rest and a random 8-day break? They would choose not to have a random 8-day break. And why is it always the Fever? You give the fragile player, no offense to Paige, she literally has missed 2 college seasons because of her knees. She's actually been pretty okay as a pro, other than when Courtney Vandersloot tried to take her head off. She's actually been, but a player who historically has been fragile. And then you've done that, and then it's Caitlin Clark, randomly you make her play 11 games in her first 20 games for rookie year. They literally gave, and I heard the Liberty have a really similar schedule to the Fever, where it's it seemed like they have a back-to-backs all the time and never have any time off. You're looking at a team who is just who had such bad fixture congestion to start the year that they randomly have 6 days off. There's a time when they have 6 days off. They have 5 days off after May the 30th. I was trying to look because there's another one where they have 6 days off. They have obviously 8 days off in July. And then there's another period, I can't remember here, where they've got 6 days off. Yeah, on the July the 22nd and 28th. So they have a 5-day break, a 6-day break. Because when the Fever play, their games are so congested that they have these random big breaks. Whereas you have the Dallas Wings. Oh, you don't have a week off. You can't go to Cancun for a week. But like, they have adequate practice time. They have adequate rest. Imagine getting adequate rest in a season. Imagine getting adequate rest and not no rest. 6 days off out of nowhere. No rest for a month. 8 days off because you've played so many games that the league has to like basically rein you back in to get back on schedule. You play a bunch more games after All-Star Weekend, then another 6-day break right after I'm not joking. They come out All-Star Weekend. Oh, sorry, the July one is All-Star Weekend. Shit. But they're going to have 3 players that are in All-Star Weekend. So yeah, I did mistake it. Sorry, they've only 2. They've only 2 of those like 6-day breaks. But still, their congestion is awful. While the Dallas Wings, of course, the Golden Boy. Or the Golden Girl, sorry. Like, the face of the league. The face of the league, according to them. The player that they would love nothing more than to be the face of the league, Paige Bueckers. They're giving her the most cakewalk schedule ever. And you better believe, if I see the word load management for Paige Bueckers this year, I'm going to lose my damn mind. I'm going to lose my mind, Paige. If I see load management, I'm going to lose my damn mind. Like, if she doesn't have an MVP caliber season, if the Wings don't make the playoffs with this schedule, while every other team's fighting for their lives with 10 games in 20 days, and you're there like, we don't have, like, the most we have is like 4 games in 11 days. That's like our most congested is like 5 games in 12 days. I think that's the most congested our schedules is. Do we have any back-to-backs? No. Can we get rest time? Yeah. You know what? We can take a day rest and then do a day practice. Not like these other teams where they just can't practice for an entire month. We get loads of practice time and we get loads of rest time. We can rest and take practice. We don't need to make a choice. If the Dallas Wings don't make the playoffs with this schedule, it is fucking pathetic. Like, this is the cakewalkest of cakewalk schedules as a pro player. You get adequate rest. This is a league where they cram 44 games. And by the way, because of All-Star break, because of Olympic break, it is very difficult to get adequate rest. This is a team who have the perfect schedule. It could not be more perfect because you have a player who didn't play back-to-backs last year in the league wants to push them at the face of the league. This is the league wanting Paige's MVP campaign. And by the way, I don't have an issue with that. I actually don't have the biggest issue with that. I don't care about the league pushing their stars. But why the fuck did they do everything in their power to not push her? I don't mind the league pushing Paige. Fair enough. Paige is exceptional. She's absolutely exceptional. The league should be. But why are the league giving the worst schedules imaginable to the team who gets the most viewers? Because you want them to fail? Like, your league, honestly, the league fails if the Indiana Fever fail. At this point in time, it is important that Indiana Fever succeed. It is important. And by the way, I'm not saying teams need to roll over for them or anything. I'm not saying the league needs to give them preferential treatment, but the league gave preferential treatment to the Dallas Wings, who fucking suck. They won 10 games last season, and the only reason they reached double digits is because the Mercury let them win the last game of the season. They reached double digits on the last game of the season, and they had the most preferential treatment schedule ever. And the Indiana Fever, after nearly making the finals without their best player, get the worst schedule again. At least Kathy didn't give them that bad a schedule in 2025. But 2 of 3 years, the Fever have the worst schedule. By 100 miles, the worst schedule. And of course, again, the team that the league want to be good, who were fucking garbage last year, get a cakewalk.